In a bid to complement the effort of the Nigerian government on the issue of security, the Association of Industrial Security and Safety Operators of Nigeria, ISAN, held a conference in Lagos State, Southwest Nigeria on how to tackle terrorism activities in the country. The 2016 conference, tagged "The Changing Face of Terrorism in Africa," had in attendance various security officials, both serving and retired, who had one major commitment, which was to find a way terrorism can be curbed in the country.
Partnering with ISAN that's been active in the security sector in Nigeria, and especially this period when we have a very monumental challenge of terrorism in the country. Just recently, we concluded a seminar at the Resource Center 2, where we looked at terrorism. We had an assessment of Boko Haram terrorism in Nigeria. And as of this morning, it will please you to note that 1.9 million Nigerians are displaced. Over 40,000 Nigerians are dead as a result of this evil of terrorism in Nigeria. There can be no other time for us as citizens and as Nigerians to put heads together and find appropriate solution, and that is why what ISAN is doing today is highly commendable. There's another factor, another leg to this, what ISAN is doing today. Over the years that the military has been engaged in trying to bring this insurgency to a close, the other sector, the citizen response to this insurgency, has been on a low tide. There is the responsibility of the army or the military or the government to fighting insurgency. But there's equally a corresponding responsibility of Nigerians and citizens to support their governments and their army in the fight of insurgency. Yesterday, somebody said here yesterday that up north, the awareness about Boko Haram is high. People are worked up and are very conscious of it. But down here in Lagos, people are dancing and partying. This is a country at war, and every hand needs to be on deck.
No, I wouldn't say they're coming back. That's not true. In fact, it's a sign that they are being depleted. If you notice, the unfortunate incidents involving the death of our gallant officers and men is as a result of some typical asymmetric tactics that the group can deploy, ambushing and feints. That could happen anywhere. It happens in other climes too. So it is no indication that they're coming back. Effort so far indicates that, as a matter of fact, they have just been desperate. It's a desperate act to go around and to make a point. So when you can't face them in combat, you now wait for them somewhere and then you create a scene, which is very typical of terror. That's what they like to do. They like to create scenes that will make it look like they are still relevant. But it's unfortunate that we have to lose these gallant officers, but they are in no way coming back. They are not winning. They have been depleted.
The only face we want to see of terror is no face. That means it's been defeated. And then not just defeated in the battlefield, and also defeated ideologically, such that it will not be a threat to Nigerians. It will not continue to destroy lives and property. So we are on the path of creating awareness, educating the public, educating policymakers, such that they can adopt better methods, and citizens can also strengthen themselves against being victims of terrorist attacks.